A creative artist or musician finds themselves in a relationship where their partner constantly drains their emotional energy and steals their ideas. Over time, the artist feels blocked and uninspired, while the partner begins to experience newfound success or public recognition for work that mimics the original artist's style or concepts. Here's another example. In an energy healing context, someone might repeatedly seek out a spiritual healer or empath not to heal themselves, but to drain their energetic gifts. The healer becomes exhausted, struggles to maintain their own well-being, and notices that their client's life keeps improving as they absorb more of the healer's energy. This is the reason why I don't accept everybody, and this is the reason why people getting cut off. Okay, period. All right. Never mind, y'all didn't ask for that. Anyway, identity interference, twin flame or karmic relationship blockages. Example, a karmic partner senses that their romantic partner is destined to meet their twin flame and fears being left behind. They might consciously or unconsciously try to block the twin flame union by clinging tightly to the relationship, manipulating emotions, or creating false crises to distract the person from meeting their true counterpart. Here's another example. In some spiritual teachings, it's believed that karmic partners or close connections might mirror the behavior or energy of someone's twin flame to confuse them. A person may be drawn to stay in a toxic relationship because it seems meant to be, only to later realize that their partner was mimicking the energy of the true soulmate to keep them from moving forward on their destined path. These examples reflect how people might interpret challenges in relationships, careers, or spiritual journeys as forms of manipulation or energetic interference. While not everyone believes in destiny swapping, these scenarios highlight the underlying fears around missed opportunities, stolen potential, or being blocked from what is meant to be yours. A regular person without spiritual knowledge might find these ideas fascinating, but hard to take seriously. They probably interpret them as exaggerated ways of explaining jealous, toxic relationships or burnout. For example, instead of thinking a colleague used spells to block someone's promotion, they might just see it as office politics or manipulation. They'd view energetic theft as emotional exhaustion from being around demanding people or an unfair relationship where one partner takes credit for the other's ideas. The twin flame or karmic relationship examples might seem like stories of people stuck in bad relationships, mistaking obsession or familiarity for love. Overall, someone without a spiritual framework would likely see these concepts as metaphors for real-life problems rather than actual supernatural interference. But be mindful, the power of life and death is in the tongue. Here are some possible signs of destiny swapping or interference. Number 1, a sudden shift in fortune. Example, a young entrepreneur was on track for a major success. Clients were pouring in and partnerships were forming. Suddenly, deals fall through, clients disappear, and personal relationships collapse without warning. Meanwhile, an acquaintance who was previously struggling unexpectedly lands lucrative contracts in the same industry and starts gaining recognition for work that mirrors the entrepreneur's original ideas. Interpretation. The entrepreneur might feel like their luck was stolen or redirected to the other person, leaving them stagnant and blocked from progress. 2. Unusual blessings for the other party. Example, a musician begins to notice that a former collaborator who always seemed indifferent to music is suddenly thriving in the industry with a sound and brand eerily similar to the original musician's style. While the collaborator gains fame and wealth, the musician who worked hard for years struggles to find inspiration and watches their career stall. The musician may feel as if their creative energy or opportunities were hijacked, leaving them disconnected from their talents and wondering how someone with no prior passion suddenly excels. 3. Feelings of disconnection or loss of purpose. Example, a person who once felt aligned with their goals and passions wakes up one day feeling like they're living someone else's life. Their interests, dreams, and social connections no longer resonate. They try new paths but find themselves lost, while an old friend or partner seems to have stepped into a role or lifestyle they once envisioned for themselves. Interpretation. This individual may believe that at some point a swap or interference occurred, whether through manipulation, envy, or karmic entanglement, leaving them with a persistent sense of misalignment. 4. Dreams and intuition warnings. Example, a woman dreams repeatedly about someone she used to trust, perhaps an ex-partner or friend, wearing her clothes and living in her house. In these dreams, the person is using her possessions and seems happy while she feels like an outsider. Shortly after, the dreamer experiences setbacks in her personal and professional life, while the person in her dreams begins to enjoy unusual success or stability. Interpretation. The dreams may be viewed as a message from her subconscious or her spiritual guidance, hinting that her energy or life path was tampered with, She feels the need to take back what was hers, either spiritually or emotionally. 5. Ancestral guidance and synchronicities. A person receives strange messages through random events, like repeatedly seeing symbols of justice, balanced scales, or locks and keys. At the same time, they feel a deep calling to reclaim their true path, as if ancestors or spiritual guides are urging them to correct a wrong. Meanwhile, someone from their past seems to be thriving in ways that feel tied to their lost dreams. Interpretation. These synchronicities suggest that their ancestral lineage or spiritual guardians are alerting them to interference, encouraging them to reclaim their destiny and cut energetic ties with the manipulator. These examples illustrate how destiny swapping might be experienced as a subtle or even unconscious manipulation of energy, leaving the affected person feeling disconnected from their true path. It also highlights how envy, emotional manipulation, or intentional occult practices could redirect someone's blessings towards another, creating a deep sense of disempowerment and confusion. Someone without spiritual beliefs would likely view these experiences as coincidences, personal challenges, or psychological phenomena. They might see sudden shifts in fortune as bad timing or burnout, rather than stolen energy. A friend's unexpected success would be attributed to networking or luck. Feelings of disconnection might be seen as part of an identity crisis or life transformation, not interference. Dreams would be interpreted as anxiety or unresolved emotions, and synchronicities as cognitive biases, finding patterns where the mind expects. Reclaim your destiny. Untangle, untie, remove, unbind. Anything that was touched, return what's mine. What left my soul, by trick or force, return it now to its rightful course. No harm I send, no ill I sow. Karmic laws guide what each must know. No ties remain, no past confused. What's theirs stays theirs, what's mine I use. Through time and space, through night and day, I call back all that's mine to stay. By sacred law and soul's decree, I walk my path, I'm fully me. From webs unseen and cords now frayed, that stolen paths be now repaid. By fire and air, by earth and sea, I call back the life that belongs to me. No fate may swap, no will invade. The lines are drawn, clarity conveyed. No block shall hold, no walls confine. What's meant for me is now aligned. By light of stars and moon soft gleam, I claim my truth, my destiny seen. As I have spoken, so shall it be. The chains are broken, I walk free. I stand in truth, forever free. By sacred law, so mote it be. Welcome to Broad-Minded, the podcast where we dive deep into the unseen, the unexplored, and the misunderstood. I'm your host, Tylishia, and today we're peeling back the layers on a topic that's as fascinating as it is unsettling: destiny swapping. Have you ever felt like you were living someone else's life, like your blessings were somehow being redirected or stolen? Or maybe you've watched someone thrive in ways that didn't seem earned, while your path feels blocked for no apparent reason. If so, you're not alone. In this episode, we're exploring the metaphysical concept of destiny swapping, a phenomenon where life paths and karmic roles seem to shift between individuals, sometimes through manipulation, energetic interference, or spiritual sabotage. We'll talk about how it happens, the warning signs, and how the universe always restores balance in the end. This conversation will touch on ideas like karmic debt, spiritual protection, and the power of divine timing. Because no matter how things look on the surface, what's meant for you cannot be taken away. You know, what's meant for you will always be for you. That's just simply what it is. We'll also explore practical ways to reclaim your energy, reset your path, and step back into alignment with your true purpose. Whether you've experienced something like this yourself, or simply curious about the deeper forces that shape our lives, this episode will leave you with insights, tools, and a renewed sense of trust in your personal journey. So grab a cup of tea, let's get comfortable, and open your mind as we delve deep into the unseen world of destiny swapping. This is Broad-Minded, where we expand our understanding one conversation at a time. And be mindful, this is for entertainment purposes only. You guys can weigh in. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and follow Broad-Minded on Spotify. What was once hidden is now coming to light. People who once operated in deceit and manipulation are being exposed. Their patterns of jealousy, fake love, and betrayal are no longer going unnoticed. The universe is removing the veil, and those around them are waking up, realizing that if someone could treat others with such cruelty, they too could be next. This is a time of divine alignment. As connections fall apart, it may feel unsettling, but know that this is for your protection. People are removing themselves from toxic individuals because they no longer want to carry the weight of someone else's drama, envy, or schemes. For those who have suffered at the hands of deceit, this is your confirmation. Justice is in motion. There's no need for vengeance or resentment. Everything done in the dark will be revealed under the light. The focus now is on your healing and your growth. Stay grounded and continue on your path, trusting that you are being guided towards better relationships and authentic connections. The universe is making space for those who align with your purpose and intentions. Let what's falling apart fall. You're rising into a new phase, and not everyone can come with you. Trust the process. Those who are meant to walk with you will rise to meet you in truth, love, and integrity. Keep shining and let the universe take care of the rest. If you like what you heard, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, please don't forget to like Broad-Minded on Spotify. Thank you, and go with God. Confessions of an Introvert. I'm guilty of being a loner, of finding solace in silence, where thoughts swirl like autumn leaves, and the world feels less heavy in my solitude. I'm the friend who disappears, not because I don't care, but because my energy whispers, retreat, recharge, and return in. Crowds overwhelmed, small talk feels foreign. But give me a moment under the night sky, and I'll tell you secrets the stars have kept since time began. It's not loneliness I fear, but the demand to constantly connect, to explain my quiet, when my soul speaks best in whispers. I'm guilty of needing space to feel whole, of walking the forest paths alone, where the trees understand the beauty of stillness, and I find myself again and again. If you like what you heard, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to like Broad-Minded on Spotify. Thank you, and go with God. The blessings you've been waiting for are on their way. Release control and open your heart. Today's message invites you to release control and trust the divine flow of life. Often we believe that holding on tightly, whether to plans, outcomes, or relationships, give us security. However, this grasping only creates resistance, frustration, and unnecessary tension. The harder you try to control every detail, the more you block the very blessings you've been asking for. Spirit is gently reminding you that what's meant for you will come in perfect timing, but only if you allow it to. Surrender is not defeat, it's alignment. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on your desires. It means creating space for the universe to work on your behalf. When you stop fixating on how things should happen, you become open to unexpected miracles and opportunities far greater than what you've imagined. This openness invites divine flow, bringing abundance, love, and fulfillment in surprising ways. At the heart of this message is emotional openness, trusting the process with an open heart and a light spirit. Trying to control life out of fear or impatience blocks this flow. Spirit encourages you to release the need for certainty, knowing that your soul's path is already in motion. Your blessings are not being withheld, they are simply aligning with divine timing, ensuring they arrive at the right moment when you are truly ready. When you surrender, you shift from a state of resistance to one of allowing. The universe responds to this energy shift by moving things forward naturally. It's like unclenching a fist. When your hand is open, it can receive what is being offered to you. Trust that you don't need to have all the answers right now. You only need to take one step at a time, knowing that each moment is guided and purposeful, even if you can't see the full picture yet. In this moment, embrace peace, trust, and surrender. The blessings you've been waiting for are already on their way. Just allow them to arrive. Opening your heart means releasing fear, doubt, and emotional walls that may have formed from past disappointments or setbacks. When life doesn't go as planned, it's natural to build defenses to protect yourself from being hurt again. However, these defenses can also block new energy, love, and opportunities from entering into your life. Spirit is encouraging you to soften those walls and make space for renewal. Being receptive isn't about ignoring past pain. It's about choosing to trust again, even when circumstances once challenged your faith. Holding on to fear of things going wrong keeps your heart closed, making it difficult for blessings to find their way in. True openness is a courageous act because it requires vulnerability, the willingness to believe that good things are still possible, even if past experiences taught you otherwise. The universe is always working behind the scenes, aligning